Hi my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. So first of all, I have to tell you I have a stinking rotten cold. Yes, I do. Yuck, yuck, yuck. If anybody gives you a cold, I highly recommend you do not accept it. Give it back. Don't open that package. So I've not had a cold in a very, very, very long time. And I had all of the urgent care tests, and this is not any of the nasty things. It is just a cold. And I'm on day 5 of this lovely, lovely cold, and my company only gives me 3 sick days. So one of my 4 days when I was sick was the 4th of July, so it was a holiday. So it's back to work. And I am used to working when I feel like crap. So if you've been here since 2020, when I broke both my wrists, I worked on my videos, I did my videos. If you were here when I had my face diced up to get rid of cancer, you saw me then too. So back to work it is. It may not be the very best video I've ever done in my life, but I'm here to chat. And yes, there were 5 days in between the last video taping and this one. That's just how I work. Okay, so so it's Block Wednesday. Let's first do Block Wednesday. So there's everything we've done so far. And Block Wednesday this summer is being done from the Fat Quarter Shop's Jelly Roll book, and we are doing the sampler that they hosted. They created a sampler using different blocks, and we are on, this is the worksheet that you download, we're on the second part of their week 4. So it's week 4 and 5 for us. So we're in week 5, and we're doing the pumpernickel block. I love that. Hold on, I forgot to look up what page pumpernickel was on. Hold on. So here is the pumpernickel block. Many of the quilts in the book are blocks. 2 blocks make a quilt. For the pumpernickel, it's just this block. And let me show you the diagram so you can see. So here we go. So it is a very awesome block. It ends up being 18 inches, which is just, you know, I love that. And we're working with Jelly Roll, so I am working with my Paradise Park Jelly Roll for Benartex and many other companies. The Jelly Rolls are not in a circle, they're in a flat pack like this. Okay, so what does mine look like with the Paradise Park? Here we go, here we go. So cool. This, I think, would be so awesome to do that full quilt. Look at this. You do this full quilt. Because look at this. If you have strip sets that are extra, like you've used a Jelly Roll for something, you could cut strip sets from like little extra pieces of fabric. Wouldn't this be the coolest scrappy quilt ever? I mean, if you were doing something like maybe it would always be blue where the blue is here and always red, you know, just pick 2 colors so that you could do it scrappy, all different blues, and then you could do out here all different reds, and then do the multi-blocks like this. I think that would be so fantastic. These books that they put out are just full of great ideas for how to use things. Okay, let's go ahead and put it up here and see how it looks to everybody. So we get row 3 when we do this. We'll have the 3rd row all done, and there'll be spacers. So here we go. So then I have on either side of that is spacers, so that I can then sew that whole row. And I've already got the sashing above it done, so then I will do the sashing below it. And isn't that fantastic? Yay, yay, it looks so good. So on my website today, I will have a straight on picture of it so that you can see mine laid out. And I am following the diagram that was the mock-up, the digital mock-up, using Paradise Park. So if you are also using my fabric, you can just follow along with that. Let me move my board over here. Okay, today is Kitty Day. So I'm looking for kitty cat quilts, just quilts in the quilt group. So if you have a project, a quilt with a cat on it, a pattern with a cat on it, fabric with cat fabric. Yes, I know you all love your cats and you have cats. If you want to just show the cat, go to my fireside chat group, where there you can just show your cats. But if you have to show in the quilt group the ones that are made of fabric. Your quilts with cats on them. I do have kitties on a couple of my quilt patterns that I've done through different times. I believe it was like Home Is the Sew Along Block Wednesday we did. I gave you a dog or a cat to put on the one block, and that's free download. You can go to the finished projects page. But I also love this one. I've had this kitty cat pattern sitting out because it uses fat quarters, and I think it would be absolutely fantastic to make, so that, you know, I could use bigger prints fabrics for the bodies. I just think they're the cutest cats ever. So today is your day to share your cats. Let's go back. When I forgot to share this. Let's go back. The project, our Block Wednesday, does have borders. And so this is one thing you might want to think about getting started, is your borders. Lots of squares. You can, if you want to wait to the end, then you could just sort of make it scrappy and use up a lot of what you already have. If you are doing maybe a controlled color, like my blue is controlled, but the lights are more scrappy with different lights with some of the pinks tossed in for mine. So it depends on how you're going to be working it, but you probably want to start working on that if you're going to do this border. You don't have to do this border. You could just put an inner border and then a solid pretty fabric. You could just end it. You could just put a little cream colored or background color border, or whatever your background is, and end it like that. You wouldn't have to put any extra borders on it. So it's really up to you. But because these types of borders take a little bit of time, it'd be great to get that started. So make a wish. That was on the design wall before I took all this down the other day. And I needed to fix the trees. Do you remember that? The trees were like, I wanted to change them over to the white. So let's take a look at what I did. I filmed that. Let's go. So before I filmed the other part, I had to come and get rid of all of this off the wall. In order to get rid of all of that off the wall, I have to sew up the white trees. Isn't this, they're laid out. Some of these here are sewn together, but isn't that cool? So I'm sewing them in sections, like 9 patches. So here you can see a 9 patch, right? And then these will be a 9 patch, and then those will be a 9 patch. There's 2 of them I have to do for that. But and I gotta keep checking, be sure I don't rotate those blocks at all. But I think it's looking good. So what I'm going to do is I'll sew that, I'll put them up, and we'll look at how they are, the white ones are. And then and then I can sew that whole top, and it can go back into the bin until next month. So here's something I found. Even though I like the chain piece, you know, you can see these are, you know, together, right? I chain piece them. I don't really like these here when I sew this to this. When I sew these rows together, I do not like these in here, these little chains. So I always cut them out, because I find I use an edge foot for my piecing, and the edge foot catches on those little threads. So I don't like to do that. I like to just cut them away so they're not going to be bothersome. This is the edge foot for piecing for the baby lock, and most of your sewing machines will come with this option. It's a little guide. I mean, it's probably called a guide foot, I don't know, but it's a 1/4 inch foot, and it has this little black lever on it, which doesn't really move. It you know, pushes a little bit, but that is what I like to use, because it gives me that extra bit of keeping everything at a 1/4 inch. Before I sew the units together, these are done now in the 9 patches, and so there's 3 that are done like 9 patches, and then the trunk. But what I want to see is that everything is laid out correctly. Like, I'm looking in the camera screen and my monitor, and I can see that everything looks laid out like it should for the tree. But you can tell, like, if something was rotated one off there, hopefully you catch it before you sewed it. That's the whole idea of doing this. Okay, so they look good. My next thing will be just to check as I pick them up and sew them, because these units, I think, can very easily get rotated out of shape, because we're just not thinking in this kind of format for them. So, okay, wish me luck. I'll show you when they're done. The center's done, so the next step is to put the sashing around them, and I've got it so that the reds are in the right spots because they connect up to the little red dots in the other blocks in the diagonal. So the bottom of the tree and the top of the tree, this tree looks good, and tree number 2 looks good. So I'm cleared to sew, my friends. 2 finished blocks, all the sashing on it. They look really good. So let me put them up on the wall, because then I'm going to sew all of this center together so that for next month it's all done. I don't want to move on to other things until that's all completed. There we go. There we go. Let me get the other camera. We'll look at it. We'll look at it straight on. So I am much happier with the white. And in person they are even more sparkly. Plus it brings the white out from the other areas. Yeah, that's better. That is so much better. Okay, my friends, this will get sewn up, and then next month we do the top and the bottom for Make-A-Wish. And let me show it to you. It is here. And so remember, Make-A-Wish is just once a month, but I have the trees done. Let's see, do I have them? Let me get them going the right way. Here we go. Here we go. Ta-da! The white stands out so much better. And I like having the repeat of the white with having the white in the outer blocks as well. So, okay, so that is good. The other thing I worked on, well, I've been feeling like crap. I decided, since I couldn't really film, I would try and sew some things, which also wasn't that great, but I did it anyway. I did it anyway. So first of all, I got all of the panel from the Liberty box, the mystery Liberty box. I got the panel and all the border, everything's done. So the top is done for the mystery blocks. I made my borders 4.5 instead of 5.5 on the very outer edge. I just decided to do that. And then I had a debate, and I thought, do I want to use that flag panel for the backing because it works really well? And so take a look. I show you how I kind of worked on it up on the design wall. So here's the backing. So I've taken the flag and I used the white solid that I've been using on the front of the Liberty panel. So I used a solid to make 2 sides, and then it was just a 2.5-inch strip across so that it'll kind of float. And I'm going to then use this fabric. And I guess when I used it for something else, you can see I cut a lot of it away. See there? There we go. See? I used a whole long strip for something. What was it for? The backing? Was it on the backing of that one? What did I use that for? I don't remember. But what I'm going to do is take it from this point right here to the end, and that will be sewn across the top here. And then I'll see what I need on the bottom. But I have plenty of that to do. So the backing will have that floral on the top and the bottom of the flag, and the flag will be in the center of the backing. And this is a different fabric line, but it goes really well. It's a little bit deeper reds and navies, but still it goes really well because the flowers in here have the darker red still. See, it just works. It is so cute. So cute. A bunch of you made the panel up just as its own quilt, and that turned out darling as well. So now I'm coughing as well since I'm talking, so I have a cough drop in my mouth. All right, here I did the backing. I think it's so cute. Okay, wait. I just have the floral on the top and the bottom, surrounded the flag with the white. See? There we go. There we go. Doesn't that turn out great? And I think it works so perfect. The fabrics, the flag reds and navies, they're a little bit darker, but I think it really plays very well. Red, white, and blue pretty much all go together no matter what, don't they? All right, what else do we have? Oh, let me show you this one. So I got a binding done because, like I said, I feel like crap. So I thought, well, I might as well just slowly plod away over the last 4 days on some sort of something to make progress. I just do not like sitting around. I'm sorry. Even when I'm sick, I'm a bad patient. As you know, since you've been here since 2020, when I need to do stuff, I don't care. It's just, it can't always film it because I don't feel that well. But here, I got the autumn's wood. I got the binding on the autumn's wood. I am so excited about this. I may have to hang this in August because I'm thinking this would be so cool because of the colorations for remember I want to do some yellow and white quilts and just sort of have like a bee theme, like have things with bees on it. Here's the backing is my Harmony wide back, and we did a wave. You can see the wave. See the wave stitch? And this thing drapes so nice, and it hasn't even been washed yet. It just feels so awesome. Oh, there we go. I got that one done. If you finished your autumn's woods lately, share it in the group. Why not? Let's all get in on sharing stuff. Okay, I have a few more things. Well, actually, one more thing. I went and got some of the Christmas mystery block number 1 because of when I'm filming this. Anyway, I have your block number 1, and they are so cute. So I have a block parade. Let's go. We'll kick off with Anne's block, and it has this darling red truck, right fussy cut in the middle. A bunch of you found some fun fabrics to do that with. And number 2 has a strong green. I like that strong green, so it really puts an accent there with the block. Annette is gone with turquoise, and she's using fairy frost fabric. So a lot of you collect that, and here you can see how it looks in her amazing block. Bobby's found, look at that middle holly jolly Christmas fussy cutting. Excellent, excellent, excellent fussy cutting. Our ambassador, Carrie, she has got her gorgeous block up on the wall. You can see her Christmas all year around it with her pink gingerbread kid. Debbie's beautiful. She is using her stash, and you can see the reds are scrappy. Do you see they're different fabrics? So if you're wondering how that would look, she also used her squares as the same, more solid, and that's very effective. Here is Debbie number 2, and she's gone with the black and red and white, stunning. And then the snowflake in the middle, oh my gosh. And she did this, and she made it kind of like a star in the middle, so she changed it up a little bit. Yes, she did. Looks awesome. Diana's, you can see the block down on the right, but because she showed us her whole design board, I decided to put it all up here. She said she's got the joys from the Christmas all year that she's making for a certain size space. So I just had to show that to you. Jane's is so pretty. She's got a couple of different fabrics in there, and they are so cute. Love it. Jennifer went with using, on the left, some patriotic leftovers. She said that she made into a pillow. Super idea. And then she's got her Christmas one on the right. Jenny's so pretty. Look at these pretty greens and reds and the doves. You can see all the gorgeous dove fabric. Just lovely. Lindsay said she found this older fat quarter bundle that she had called called Storybook Christmas. And look at the vintagey little snowmen in the top left and bottom right. They just make that. It's so cute. Nancy's is gorgeous with this beautiful, beautiful fabrics. She's got snowflake fabrics and some tapestry greens. Sandy's coming in here with some beautiful shimmery white. Look how pretty that is. She says it's actually got a little bit of color to it. So she didn't want pure white there. But the shimmer is gorgeous. Sarah's, she found some beautiful, beautiful star fabrics and greens. It looks like her greens are a little bit more scrappy. So if you're wondering about that, you can see how that looks. We got a few more here. Sarah, she dug into her Christmas. She said she has a lot of Christmas fabric, but she decided she'd go with blue Christmas this year for this project, and it's gorgeous. Shell's darling, darling fabrics. There's roses in the red, and look at this planets and this and the, oh, I love the white. Has all these different celestial things. Super cool. Sherry's, oh, look at the bird in the middle and the big snowflake fabric for the whites. So pretty. Shirley's has got gorgeous fabrics as well. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Susan's is fuzzy cut in the middle. This gorgeous woman, looks like from a toile fabric, and I like the dots for the white. Love that. And the stripe, she's got a stripe going on, and she made all the stripes go the same way. Look at you go. And we'll wrap up with Wendy's beautiful block, and it's got some super cool fabrics in it, and I love how she's got her patterns pinned up. These future projects, I love that. We all do that, right? Pin them up on the board so you don't lose track of them. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. I love doing the block parades. They are just so fun. And remember, you can go out to Quilt Along with Pat Sloan and go to the media tab, and you can just scroll and you can see all kinds of awesome, projects everybody's sharing. Okay, you are doing your pumpernickel block this week for Block Wednesday. There is mine. I'm getting my big old chair out of the way. There's mine, and I'll go to my website today, and you can see the whole front in the article. Okay, my friend, remember, if anybody offers you a code, refuse it. Absolutely, 100%. Do not accept that gift. Do not open the box. So I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.